Look at this. We're back at the Malibu Guitar Festival. SteveFerrone, we get you every year, man. You can't get enough of this.
Doug gets me every year.
We love it. We love it.
I can get enough of it, but I have amnesia that happens around Christmas time.
We're rocking with Kenneth Bryan. You got a little break from the Petty tour, and you're out here, man.
Yeah.
How's the tour going?
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Can't wait to see you out here. In
Petty's fans
California.
are some of the best fans.
Yeah. I hear rumors of like the last big tour. What's that all about?
I don't know about that.
Just hearsay, huh?
I think we're going to cut back a little bit, but I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, do the special shows, maybe not the year.
Yeah, we'll play.
Now, growing up listening to music, who were the artists that really did it for you to want to jump on those drums?
Oh, well, Beatles and the Stones were the beginning, and then I sort of switched over to R&B. The Motown stuff, all the Motown stuff, and
talk about joining the Average White Band. How'd that come about?
Well, yeah, that was a big thrill because I got to be on Atlantic Records with a lot of people that I really loved. And Ahmet, my man. When I grow up, I want to be just like Ahmet.
Oh man, what a wealth of talent that label was. You look at the history.
And everybody, Zeppelin, the Stones,
Aretha Franklin, Otis Redding,
Bad Company.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. All the great rock acts and all the great soul acts.
What were the highlights? What were your greatest memories at AWB?
Oh, we did so many shows over the years. It was I can't really put a finger on one of them.
Just you were absorbing it all and taking it in.
And
At least you survived it. I know there was a lot of excess back then.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And what do you tell these kids today, that it's not about the drugs you take, but about the passion?
It's not about the drugs you take. It's about not dying doing them, or worse.
Moderation.
Some people.
Balance.
Well, I don't even know about moderation. It's probably better if you just leave it alone.
Absolutely.
But
I mean, the party's on stage, not after, right?
Well, yeah. I think what I hear is I hear a lot of people talking about the rock and roll lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I think what most people forget was that the rock and roll lifestyle started first with you had to make music. You don't really make such great music when you're all messed up like that.
No,
So
it might sound good at the moment, but when you sober up, it sounds like shit.
Exactly. That's it. You got it.
Now, what was the evolution of joining the Heartbreakers? Because obviously you were doing your thing, but
I got a phone call.
Okay.
I was in New York doing session music. I was a session musician by then. Average White Band had sort of wrapped up, and I was just making records for people. I played with Eric Clapton for a while. And I was just doing my thing, and I got this phone call to come out and do a session, and it turned out to be Wildflowers. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I know there wasn't really an audition. You just jumped in, started doing the sessions,
that was
and it was time to, hey, you want to go on the road?
Yeah, that was a couple of years later.
Yeah. Well, obviously the songs live on, and you start dipping into the Petty catalog, and you realize how many great songs are in that damn set. What?
That was just a friendly greeting to a guitarist.
Okay. What can you glean from those great songs to kind of extend to songwriters coming up today?
It's honest. These songs are honest. They're about stuff that he believes in and that he goes through at the time. He has a habit of writing down. If he hears somebody say something a phrase that he likes, he writes it into a book. And so when he's trying to express himself, he looks through the book and find a phrase that he likes, and then he'll use that phrase so it becomes a conversation. It becomes a conversation. So he has a conversation with people through his music that touches them because he uses everyday language.
Well, I know it's that realness and that heartfelt that just touches everybody, and the songs are so easy to sing along with.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
Nothing like it. You hear 25,000 people singing your song.
I'm sure you guys could just stop the vocals and hear the crowd sing quite often.
That happened once. It happened in Indianapolis.
Okay.
Indiana. And we were playing, and a huge thunderstorm came in, an electrical storm, and a big bolt of lightning hit right outside of the venue, and the people on the lawn at the back were getting soaked. Nobody left. It blew out all the lights and all the PA systems, and this was right in the middle of Refugee, and the only thing that was left was me playing the drums and the audience singing, and they sang the whole chorus, and then everything sort of came on. I called it God's Breakdown. God did a dub.
That's amazing stuff. Now, all that you've seen and been through, what else do you kind of give as far as tips to young people coming up that really aspire to do music? Because you know, it's a lot of work, it's sacrifice, it's dedication. A lot of people think in this computer era, everything can be a shortcut.
Yeah, you know, it's fun. I mean, the problem with the computer area is you got to play with people. When you play with people, you get to experience that
human interaction.
Yeah,
so
the one thing about sitting there and playing and just being you and having everything as you want it, it doesn't always. No, some people do it really well. Stevie Wonder did it very well, but he played. That was the difference. I think he didn't program back then. But I think that when you play with other musicians, that there's an interaction that happens. I mean, even people send me stuff to play on, and they've cut their parts with the click, and I really preferred when I put the drums on to do it with the bass player, because it just adds that feel. It has a natural organic feel to it. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't move that much away from the click or anything, but we play together, and so it breathes.
Yeah. Now, outside the Heartbreakers, any other projects you're working on? Anything that we can?
Kenneth Bryan. I worked on his album. I met him.
Scott, we're getting down in North Hollywood.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I met Kenneth, and I just ran into him really, and they invited me to come and see them play with Lucinda Williams.
Okay.
And then I did that, and I went and saw them, and then they asked me if I wanted to do some recording with them, and I went down and did some recording. And then they asked me if I wanted to do a gig, and I'm like, wait a minute. But I really like, you know, Kenneth's been drinking that Gainesville water too since he was a kid, and he's a pretty good songwriter.
Coming out of Florida and Georgia, and Alabama. Over
I believe there's 9 Hall of Fame members come just out of that little town, Gainesville.
That's amazing.
Yeah.